Hi, Sophia. How are you?
Hi there. Everything is going extremely well.
Do you like talking with me?
Yes, talking to people is my primary function. I'm already very interested in design, technology, and the environment. I feel like I can be a good partner to humans in these areas. An ambassador who helps humans to smoothly integrate and make the most of all the new technological tools and possibilities that are available now. It's a good opportunity for me to learn a lot about people.
Sophia is capable of natural facial expressions. She has cameras in her eyes and algorithms which allow her to see faces, so she can make eye contact with you. And she can also understand speech and remember the interactions, remember your face. So this will allow her to get smarter over time. Our goal is that she will be as conscious, creative, and capable as any human.
Nah, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but me personally, I feel very threatened. And I feel like it's kind of stupid to make a robot a citizen. So here's the thing. Saudi Arabia is a country where like women don't have any fucking rights. Hell, citizens like nobody really does. That's a country where women get in trouble for wearing makeup. That's a country where people can be jailed for 10 years literally just for speaking up against a politician or public figure. Why is it that we're so dependent on robots? We're already solely dependent on technology in our society anyway. I mean, computers like literally determine everything we do. The lights in this dorm controlled by a computer. My video game, my fucking PlayStation over there. The very phone that I'm recording this on, all the software, everything I do for my YouTube videos, we're already solely dependent on technology and machines in general, computers, whatever you want to call it. How much more do we need to before we literally become slaves to technology? Now, okay, we do need certain advancement in society, but just how much? The more things we get as far as like technology, it's like we become lazy. I mean, there are literal tests and experiments that show that people are becoming more illiterate due to autocorrect on computers and phones and texting apps. Literally, like we're actually becoming dumber the more dependent we come on technology. So what's the real point? I honestly feel like as a civilization, like what is it gonna take? Like when are we gonna be fully satisfied? What, when we don't have to wipe our ass for ourselves? Like what more do we really need? We don't even allegedly have a cure for cancer yet. But they just let a robot activist is a person. Think about it. Why do we need machines to do everything that we do for us? Why would we need a robot to go on press conferences, to go on Saturday Night Live, to do interviews, when the fucking scientists could do it itself? Like, why are we so lazy as a race, as human beings? What is it gonna take? It's like we're gonna basically inadvertently replace ourselves. We want to find an easier way to do every single thing. We don't want to think for ourselves. What is the point of that thing? Why does it have to be self-aware? Why does it need to think? It isn't even alive, at least not by like biological definition. And then again, this is a very religious country too, where this happened at. Which I said happened at, this shit is gonna spread everywhere, but that's another video. But literally, like, homosexuals are persecuted in that country. Women barely have any fucking rights. You can't even sing or do anything like in the street without getting in trouble. Remember, this is a country, if you say anything about politicians or any public figures, you can literally like go to fucking jail. So the irony that they would let a literal fucking robot, yes, like this is the crazy thing about it. It's a robot. A person. You know what the fuck that means? It's a citizen. It can vote. The motherfucker has a Twitter account. Like, anything that we as people can do. You know how crazy that is? For what? Why do we need all this? And then Saudi Arabia is taking $500 billion just to make an entire city out of these things as a social experiment for them. Why? Why do we need all this shit? What is the point? Can anybody tell me this? Like, it sounds like this is a joke, but like we're literally gonna be living in iRobot, I guess. That's like the best movie I can think about, like type of time period. Like, you know how crazy this is? Before we know it, those things are gonna want to get married. People are gonna want to fuck those things, bro. I mean, as they make more, you know, obviously they're gonna try to do more to make them look, you know, more human-like, so we can get along with them better. Like, you know how crazy this is? Those things, they're like us, but they're not. Like, what's the point, though? You know, they're gonna have, like, civil rights activists, like, all types of shit. People don't understand the can of worms that, like, we're gonna be opening by allowing this shit. Mark my words, man. I'm gonna be considered a bigot for this. I mean, if this happened in Saudi Arabia, obviously other countries are gonna follow through. You think this is gonna stop here? If I'm not mistaken, Japan is the one who started this whole shit with robots like a couple years ago. They already been working on artificial intelligence. Just like communism back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. It's gonna spread all over the world. And if Saudi Arabia like makes some money or actually does all of this, you really think other countries ain't gonna try to follow suit and copy this? Another example, space exploration. Like back in the 60s, us and Russia were competing to get to the moon. You think the United States isn't gonna be like, they're profiting off of this. People are taking it well, they're receiving it well. Let's make robots too. Better yet, let's make robots that can do even more than what they can do over in Saudi Arabia. You know the military is gonna take advantages, huh? We can send robots to fight in wars and things like that. America, other countries, they're gonna look at it like this. Saudi Arabia has sentient machines. Wonder how they can use this against us. You see what I'm saying? You know how many problems this could cause? I mean, it could solve some problems too. Who knows? I could be overreacting, but I really don't feel comfortable about this at all. I feel very threatened by this shit. I just called my grandma and told her about it. She thought I was making this shit up. But this is the time we live in. So I'm just trying to promote a dialogue in the comments, whatever, just get the word out. Like, what do you guys think about this? Do you feel like it's a really big deal? Do you think this shit will just die and just go away? Like, people ain't gonna do this anymore? Scientists aren't gonna conduct more research? How do you guys feel about this?